Weatherman Sam, man in the big green hat. I'm here at Horton State Park, south of Nashville, Tennessee, about to explore the Wild Turkey Trail. This cool old turkey feather they have here, and we may get lucky and see some sinkholes and things, but it's mostly just going to be a nice mature walk through the forest, mature woods I should have said. About a mile and a half, maybe 1 3/4 mile, and got a nice little rain falling here in early fall. It's a good day to be out. Let's go see what we find. It's a nice mix of deciduous and eastern red cedar through here. Rain's getting a little heavier. A lot of information on this trail online, and I usually get drawn to those kind of things, little small out of the way places. You never know what's out there, and I always find something interesting to see. I don't think I've ever really gone on a hike and been not happy about it in one way or another. So it's cool to see this little spot. White leaf cups still in bloom here in early fall, scattered along the edge of the trail. To see from here, I was following the little stream bed, and I was see a dark spot down in there. So it kind of leads down into a sink, into a cave of some kind over there. It's a well-off trail, and we won't miss for that today. Pink mist I found in bloom here. It's a small little patch of it. Pretty cool. Lots of little butterflies through here for some reason. Really like the stretch of woods. It seems like a good spot to sit and wait for deer or turkeys to pass by somehow. I don't know. Just had a good feel about this area. Interesting little rock formation. It almost looks like a foundation of sorts, but this is just a little natural occurrence here in the woods. And this little thing looks like a pillow. Bit of a hard pillow there. So the trail here goes this way, but off to the right, the little foot trail, a little footpath, and there's a concrete thing up here. I kind of want to go see. I'm just not going to do any off-trail stuff today, but I want to go up here and see what this is. Curiosity's gotten the better of me, I suppose. Oh, well. Is this an old sinkhole or a cave, or what exactly this was? This is an interesting feature. Whatever this concrete thing is has long since deteriorated. Huh. Little wet stream here, or dry stream, I guess I should say by now. I like this open area of the forest. Lots of interesting stuff to look at. Lots of little mushrooms and fungi and stuff growing on a lot of these old cut trees. Once again, there's another really interesting rock formation. This tree is kind of sprouting out of the end of it here. I love these little rock outcroppings like this. Wow, look at this. I don't know what this is exactly. But that is awesome. I tell you, I may have to come back up here another month or so. This would be a spectacular place to see fall colors. I've been trying to scout out some new areas for that, some easy hiking trails, just to see fall colors. It's something I don't do enough of. But yeah, see this in golds and yellows would just be fantastic. We're headed uphill now, just ever so slightly. It's still not much of a hard hike, really. I'm slipping a little bit because of the rain on these rocks. This limestone has made it extremely slippery. I may not be wearing the right footwear for this. be honest. But that's okay. Red fruits of green dragons. I love to see them when they're well, when they're above ground and not just fruit. But that's cool. Well, what do we have here? A market tree? A lot of people would say this is too young. I'd say this tree has some age to it. Looks can be deceiving, but I don't know enough about the trails, the Native American trails in this area to know whether that holds any significance. Oh, this is a vernal pond. This seemed burned up on that side pretty good. So whether it's natural or not, I'm not sure. Either way, it's just brimming with life. I'm approaching this, all kind of little frogs are jumping around and bugs and stuff on the water. It doesn't take much water to really sustain life. These are interesting little spots that you find in the woods sometimes. Nice. And here we have another sinkhole. Maybe not as cool as the last one, but that's still neat to see. Okay, so this looks like it's a trail crossing here. The trail stays straight, but there is an access road that cuts across. So if you're hiking this, just so you know, but you want to stay straight here. You hear the little birds? Storms reasonably close by. And one thing I've noticed before storms, you always hear about the whole calm or whatnot. There's not really any wind at all blowing. The sky's getting a little darker. And I can hear the birds much better. Lots and lots of eastern red cedar through here. You get this nice little hazy green meadow-like area beneath it all. Very cool landscape, especially when it's so thick like this. It breaks out into the glades and you get the wonderful wildflower displays and spots. But in a deep forest or a thick forest setting, it's got a whole nother vibe. And then you have this pine. Look at this pine creating its own environment. The needles are falling and suppressing growth around it. The only pine around. Well, I've been walking along for a little while now. There really hasn't been much to film or showcase. It's just this gorgeous woods. Number of little mushrooms I've come across, I guess, but I didn't know the names of them. So I guess I'll share this for now. Wow, wow, wow. This is the third and by far largest of the sinkholes yet. This is a nice one. The chance to be in the woods in the rain, if you're lucky enough. It's neat to be by a sinkhole just to see how it actually works, just to see the water disappear. Or here in central Tennessee, lots of caves and karst kind of landscapes, and you can find all kind of waterfalls here, and even streams that'll be just rushing, roaring suddenly to nothing. It's just really unique and a really cool thing to experience. Lots of storm damage through here. You have this canopy loss. This can be a good thing. This will help the little wildflowers and things. Ah. Well, sorry for the change of pace of commentary, but look at this adorable little guy. Oh, what I was saying, you have all kind of wildflowers here. Different species, things here in a few years, though. Actually, not a bad thing. A little tuft of feather of some kind. This little green meadow just has my heart. Look at that wild curvy vine right there in the middle of it all. Oh, this is a nice area. There's a beautiful little stretch along this trail. Lots of this fencing. I don't know if this shows up in the video very well. Lots of this fencing and barbed wires throughout here from when it was previously owned. Although I suspect see the two deer. Well, that was cool. They're still there. So I've spotted at least 4 deer here in this little group. What I was going to say is that fencing, I think, is actually probably protecting something else. An ice cave or something. Or sink, a habitat that they don't need disturbed. I'm just watching the deer. They're watching me. Well, now we have 5. Well, thanks for coming along with the little adventure, folks. Hope you enjoyed all the little sinkholes, a few wildflowers we found, and well, especially this deer here at the end of it. Oh, and that vernal pond was nice too. So until next time, keep exploring, stay wild.